Hi everyone. Today we're going to do our Mixed Media Morsels snack bag book, page 2. And before I get started with that, I wanted to give you a little bit of information, like I promised, about the bags and how we cut the bottom so that it can be used as a pocket or a flap that folds open. So what you want to do if you're ready to use this part of your bag is you know that there's all these folds here, right? The side of the bag and the part where the bottom folds here a little bit. So what you want to do is kind of bend the bottom of it back just a little bit and then open up these folds where the side is. And this line right here we're going to cut, okay? So you can do both sides at the same time. Just make one little snip right here. Your scissors are only going to go so far, and that's where you stop anyway. So you just put your scissors here and snip it right there, okay? All right, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Open it up to where you see the sides, and you've got a line to cut on right there. There's a folded line right here. That's where you're going to cut. It's real easy. So then you take and kind of fold the bottom of the bag back to make like a triangle right here. And you're going to cut that folded line, okay, that goes to the corner outside edge of the bag from right in here. So you get your scissors down in there. Actually, it's probably easier. Let's do this first. Before you do the corner, go ahead and open that bottom fold back up again and just go ahead and cut this straight across. There we go. So now you've got a little bit more movement and it's easier to do it. So now take and fold back one side to make a triangle here, and you're just going to cut across that angled line where that fold was. Okay, so you can see your bag is coming apart here. And then do the same thing on this side. Fold it back, make a little triangle, and cut this angled line right here. There we go. And that's how your bag folds open on the bottom but stays attached. Okay? So now from this point, you can decorate the flap. You can decorate this side. You can decorate this side. And then you have, this bag should be folded. I just grabbed a bag that wasn't in the best shape to use as a demonstration here. Okay, so then you have this side of the flap. Then you have this section, which, you know, gives you your full page, okay? So if you're going to attach something, you could attach something here. You could attach something here, you know, for your background, and you get the additional, the flap area, okay? Now, if you don't want a flap and you want just a pocket, at this point you just take some adhesive, some glue, and put it down the sides. It's probably easiest to put it on the flap so that you won't have too much glue here if your flap doesn't go that far. But just put a little bit of glue on your flap and fold it down only on the edges, not across here. And that way you end up with a little pocket. Let me get my book again and show you what I'm talking about. For any of you who haven't seen the original video, I'll link this at the end of this video. But I showed, you know, how this book came together. But this is what I'm talking about. You end up making a flap using the bottom of the bag, okay? So this is a flap. And if you want to make a pocket, it looks like this, okay? And so you attach the glue at the top and the bottom of the flap and stick it down. And then you have a place to put little journaling card or a photograph or whatever you want to put in there, little embellishments. So that's how I do that. And it's very simple, and just a couple of snips with the scissors, and it keeps it all together so that you can fold it. That's how that's done. Okay, and also if you're not gonna use the bottom of the bag, like this page, I did not use the bottom of the bag. I went ahead and just put my image, my background and my image right over the top of where the where you see the bottom of the bag right here. I just left it like that, and put the background image right over the top. I did probably put a little glue right here just to make sure that stayed secure. And then I put my background paper right over that, and then I added my image. And so because I did that, that meant I didn't have a pocket. So if you do want a pocket on a page that you don't mess with the bottom, and you can open up where the fold is on the side of the bag, and you just, right inside that little folded area, you just take an X-Acto knife and tuck it in there and just slice it across. Get mine and show you. I will probably do this. I'm gonna put my image today right on top, just like I did this one. So I'm not gonna be bothering with the bottom of the bag today. So because of that, I would like to have a pocket in this page. So I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife and I'm just gonna stick it right down in there where that fold is, and just slice it across. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. Nobody is gonna see that. Okay, it's just a place for you to be able to get a little bit of a tag or whatever you'd like to stick in there. Got a little bit of mist there. There we go. Okay, so now you have a pocket in there that you can tuck a little tag in. And that's what I did on this one. I put a little tag in here, a little journaling card, and I put a little tab on the top so that I could pull it in and out. And so you've got, you know, all kinds of room to do journaling or add photos, whatever you want to do. And then it just tucks right back inside the top of the bag. And if you put the, and you'll find it's a little bit difficult to get things in, but because there's folds down here on the bottom of the bag that kind of get in the way, but if you just wiggle it around just a little bit, it goes right down in there. And then by putting a little, stapling a little tab or something on the top, it lets you be able to reach it, access it easier. Okay? So, like I said, if you didn't see the video where I showed this book before we started our morsel series this year, I will have that linked at the end of the video so that you can check it out. Okay, so now back to today's page. I'm going to take the bag out, and this was our first morsel. Oh, and I did want to show you, when I put this butterfly on, it was a tissue paper butterfly. I had stamped on tissue paper. And it did show just a little bit of the white tissue around that butterfly. And after I finished filming, I decided I really wanted to not have that white showing because I wanted to be able to see that flower a little bit better back there. So I just took some of my markers and I just colored in. I picked something that was pretty close to the colors that were in this flower image, and I just colored around the edges of the tissue paper. Let's get started with today's. What I'm going to do, well, first of all, the prompt for today is fun. So anything you want to put on your page that is fun to you, it can be magazine images, it can be jokes, it could be anything, anything creative, any type of your art that you create that you feel is fun, you know, jelly prints or watercolor images, whatever you've done that's fun or that depicts fun, that's what you can do on this page. So because I am not going to use the bottom of this bag for a flap, I am going to glue it down just a little bit, and just to give it a little bit of tack there so it stays put and doesn't cause any bumpiness or anything like that underneath my image. And because my image is just from a magazine, I went ahead and glued it down to a piece of cardstock just to give it a little bit more substance, because I felt like it was just a little too flimsy to be putting over all of these lumps and bumps that are on the bottom of the bag here. So I put it on the cardstock, and I'm just going to trim it out real quick. It's going to be trimmed again once I get it on the bag, so I'm not being real particular here, just getting the cardstock out of the way. All right, so this is a cute little image that I had seen in a catalog, and I cut it out and saved it, and I mean, let's face it, that looks fun. The catalog is selling this little planter, and they've, you know, obviously got a fern in it, and I just think it's so fun. But I want to make mine a little bit more fun. So let's get it attached first. I think I'm going to just use some double-sided tape because I know that holds really well. You can use glue or anything, you know, that you like. It's not, the type of adhesive is not important. Just use something that you know is going to hold. Okay. So what I'm going to do to make this a little bit more fun is, this girl has a really fun hairdo, right? And she looks a little bit somber, like she's not really excited about her hairdo. So I'm going to add something to make her better. Now with magazine images, you can change features on faces with just by adding like different eyes. Like for instance, she could have these eyes and it would be fun, right? You can change her mouth, her nose, whatever. Here's a different mouth. It's still a tiny mouth because she had a small mouth. But see, she suddenly looks completely different, just changing her features some. But what I want to do is give her a really fun face, okay? So here's going to be her new nose and mouth. Okay. It looks so fun. And here are her new eyes. Okay, now to me, she looks much more happy about that fancy hairdo. So I'm going to glue these in place and get her new little face set up. That looks so cute. It looks like she really likes her hair. Okay. All right, so the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more fun on here. So she's got a plant on her head. So I think she needs a little ladybug up there. Let's see, which way do we want it? Maybe this way. That's kind of cute. It's a nice clear sticker, so it kind of edges disappear. I like that. A little bit dark, a little hard to see, so I'll probably have to add a little bit of maybe a white reflection here and there on it in a little bit. Okay, so now we have that, and then I'm going to add some words, okay? So we're going to tell like a basic little short story with some words I found in a magazine that to me were just so appropriate and perfect. All right, so here's the first one. This is like the title. Okay, make every day a good hair day. Scoot it over just a tad bit. There we go. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, lift at the roots. Is that not appropriate for that plant or what? Okay, the next one. add in texture, which would be your little ladybug. Okay, and then this one, which was not about hair at all. These were obviously about hair, but this particular one wasn't, and I thought it finished up the story nicely. And it says, work with what you have. Now, you guys, to me, that is the most fun. Simple, quick, and look how much fun that is. I will laugh every time I look at this page, just because it's just too cute and too fun. All right, so I'm going to outline a little bit of these, around a little bit around these words. I just love how quickly it came together. Didn't need a whole lot, but just those few little things made it so much fun. So much more fun. And this one. See, she's looking right up at the little ladybug. She likes her little friend. Okay, let's see if we can put a little bit of something on our ladybug so she can be seen a little bit better. Let's see. That makes her stand out a little bit more. There we go. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with for your fun page. And be sure and share it with us in the Mixed Media Morsels Facebook group. And if you're not a member, come on over and click the join button and we'll get you put in as soon as possible. And in the meantime, everybody have a great day and have fun creating. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.